Welcome back to Doomstone, where you'll never guess what happened. Erie's pregnant. Child number, I don't even know. I don't think she even knows how many kids she has. This is like kid 16 or something. I can't even with this woman. She just... You're getting old. How is your fertility not down? You're like 46. 46 is too old for babies. What are you talking about? Stop having them. You crazy teacher lady, magician, lightning mage. Stop. On the other note, we are getting our rye whiskey set up here. So we've got some whiskey processing, it looks like. That's great. Food is actually getting made decently here now that we have a second stove, which is good too. We need to make sure we stay on top of our food reserve, actually. As you can see, we're almost out of veg, so that's not great. We did, at some point, apparently unforbid all the jerky and pemmican, and it's all been devoured, so we have no reserve food anymore. We're out here harvesting already, though. I already thought of this last week, I guess, on stream, to harvest everything on the map here. We might want to push this even further out. Like, this area over here can be harvested. It's a little further, but it's fairly safe being tucked in that corner. Looks like this might have been mostly harvested already. Yeah, these berries here are partially flagged. We can push out a little further there. We're harvesting across the river. Cemetery berries? It's my favorite breakfast cereal. Yeah, I don't know. That's some stuff. I mean, obviously we have all the animals in the world, so there's that. 198 devil sheep? Wait, let's zoom out. 198 properly. Wow. We need to kill, like, honestly, 180 of these at some point. But I just want to sell them. I want to sell sheep, but nobody buys enough sheep for me to make a difference. So we just get flooded with sheep. The sand fertility is going on nicely here with that sand squid. That works out pretty good. Ah, crap. 92 meat. Well, we've got so many animals that it's completely unreasonable. This tab is absurd. I think we do need to kill some. Oh, Unicorn Mare, thank you for growing up, I guess? Fully trained, follow us into battle. Wild Pod 2, you can get trained, you go to Area 1. I got a few animals that I missed from last week, I guess. Unless that, well, this, to be fair, this mare might have grown up at any time recently. That might have happened, whatever. Anyway, keep the big animals because we need those for animal harvest. It's the sheep that are the problem. We're just going to go right down the list here. Actually, I take it back. Boop. Sort by age. And then go right down the list of sheep. Now, the sheep population turnover, yeah, you're pregnant, you're all pregnant. You are not pregnant, you're dead. I know I just complained about people having too many babies, and now I'm eradicating the things that aren't having babies, but, like, don't question that. Also, how is this one not 1 year 6 juvenile, 1 year 5 adult? Is the growth rate variable? I mean, it must be to have juveniles there. Males. You know, we could have also just killed all the males. Problem is then, when we do get a chance to sell sheep, or when we do have another die-off from starvation, there's the issue of recovery. You know what? That's enough sheep slaughtering. That's fine. We'll do that. Plans for today. What do we need to do today? That's a good question, and I don't know the answer to it. We could work on maybe some sort of new shop on Main Street here. I'm not sure what we need to add. I'll have to think on it a bit. Ultimately, we're waiting for the higher difficulty to throw some interesting combat situations at us now and see how well the town can stand up to a more dangerous situation. We definitely need a few more buildings, though, like some stuff in here, maybe something here. We put a few buildings around here. I mean, compared to like the density of this area is pretty sparse. We've got our first of the patty hats made. Normal quality rhino leather, 25% on sharp. That seems decent for a utility hat. 20% or 10% plant work speed and then 20% trade price improvement. Actually, what's Roland's top hat for trade price improvement? 30%. Okay, the top hat is better. That's good. It'd be weird if it wasn't, because there would be an argument that he should have a patty hat over a top hat, which would just break my immersion. Bills. As the #1 plant person in the colony, you get the first patty hat. You are... Yeah, I mean, you're a geomancer guy, a golemancer, whatever. You're a decent shot, but you're not so much of a gunslinger that I feel bad with you losing your cowboy hat. So we'll just happily go ahead and switch you out for that. Paul, did you leave? Because you were forced on that, and I don't want you to necessarily keep going. Okay, you're going to the bone latrine. Yes, I did undraft you. Let's see how Paul looks in his brand new hat with his poncho. Paul has apparently luxurious locks. I never realized such a thing. I don't know where Paul got a perm out here in Doomstone, but apparently he did. Well, that's certainly a person with double bandanas, a poncho, and a patty hat. Built like a frickin' truck. Thank you, Bills. Go do your thing. Oh, speaking of Bills, our resident medic, little Lexi. Ooh, Purify. Purify Bills, please. Get that brain fixed up. Come on, Lexi. Where you at, girl? Little Lexi, why were you a million miles away? I know you're 12. You're 12 and you're the chosen one, you're the colony healer, but like, Psychite tolerance. What were you doing? You're just gonna leave? Do it. Save his brain. He got stung in the brain by a scorpion. Help him. This man needs help. Oh my god. Okay. Stand in the doorway. Lexi, purify him. Is your hat deteriorated? No. They just must have switched to a better hat? I don't think he did. I guess he was just putting it away. Alright, is your brain better? No! Yes! His brain was 9 out of 10 before. Now it's 10 out of 10, but he still has the scar. Maybe we need to cast it again to fully remove the scar, but do we even need to fully remove the scar? If the power of Purify is not enough to cure the condition outright, multiple uses can be used to reduce it then cure. Yeah, brain injuries require a skill level of 1 or greater and heals 1 point per level. So maybe this damage on Bills was a scar of 1.2. We healed it by 1 point to 0.2, which means it rounds up to his brain being 10 out of 10, but he still has the scar. We'll definitely heal that when we get mana, because we don't want to risk him taking more brain damage and dying because of the 0.2, you know, tipping him over from having 1 out of 10 to 0 out of 10 or whatever. And that's why we have Lexi here anyways, healing. So we're going to be waiting quite a while, though, because it takes basically our full mana bar. Anyway, in other news, we're adding an extension to the hospital, which is a little drugs research room. So it's going to be... both of our research benches are going in here. We're moving it from the school now. And we're going to put in an alchemy bench. And then we'll also get a chemistry bench and a drug lab bench at some point. So I got spaces allotted for those, even though we don't currently have them. This is once again sterile tile because it matters for the research benches. And that means we can expand the school out, which is probably not a bad idea. We can go ahead and toss in another set of desks and another set of uncomfortable schoolhouse stools. And maybe we can go toss this xylophone up here so it's not all cramped down there in the corner. And I think that'll be a little bit better. I wish my spacebar would stop sticking. This is a bad game for your spacebar to stick in. I need to figure out why it's dying. I thought I had like got it something sticky in there, but I think it's actually just going bad. Because it's getting a little bit worse. And it's not like I'm dumping more food into my keyboard. So I think it's actually just dying. Which might be worst case scenario. I also forgot to mention we built this alloy furnace, so we can cast brass and we can cast bronze. Bronze is copper plus tin, brass is copper plus zinc. Why don't we just do until we have, I think we need like 30 or something for the bench. So let's set these both to be 30, I guess. And then we'll probably want to get a pallet for those at some point. Copper 20, bronze 15, rubies and sapphires, some wood. Sure, are we out of wood? Oh, we're out of wood. Okay, we need wood. We'll have to do that. These bone doors actually appear to be equivalent to wooden doors, which is interesting. Strong argument for not using wooden doors at all. But I like the wooden doors thematically, so I don't want to do that. Interaction spot would be blocked by wall. No, it wouldn't be. The other one would be blocked by the thing because it's not rotated yet. So that might be the problem. Whatever. I'm going to move the bench in there. We're going to put all the benches inside now. We're officially making this the machine shop. Like officially. Storage, machine shop. Yeah, that's the idea. We'll put some more pallets in up here, I guess. It looks like we've actually got everything stored. Except for a few blocks. Sandstone. I assume, yeah, the capacity is good enough that we don't need these. Hold on. This can be, like bronze then. Really? Wait, what? Oh, maybe it counts as like a manufactured and not a block type, effectively. Kind of like how we can't put the magicite on the pallets. What was the other one? Brass and bronze. Yeah, okay. Let's see. If we find brass, brass is under clockwork specifically. That's a little awkward. We'll toss it outside on the ground. That's what you do with your high quality brass and bronze, right? You just chuck it outside in the sand? Probably. We might want to consider mining more copper, zinc, and tin then. There's, I think, a small deposit up here we could finish up with. I'm not going to go so far as to mine under the mountain, though. Not worth the effort of filling it back in later. Yeah, so we'll just grab that. There's some over here by the animal pen. Because we specifically set this up, yeah, in a way where we would be able to not bring that wall down. I might not want to bring the wall down, though, so I might still leave the center part of the tin in place. We'll mine that. We could use some zinc. Zinc right there. We can mine that zinc out. This is a zinc meteorite that fell at some point in time. We'll also mine you out. That'll be plenty of mining jobs to last us for quite a while. And yeah, that should give everybody plenty of work to do. We need to harvest more wood as well. With wood-fueled things in the colony, we never have enough, of course. Honestly, do I just go this far afield? It's like effectively equivalent to mining like over here, like this, basically. Let's not go that far, because the path back is pretty bad. Honestly, mine this. Mine this lower corner. That's good enough. Don't go all the way over here, because this is a death trap to get back. This over here is fine. We can do this, too. Alright, well, I don't think we need to watch these guys harvest a bunch of wood plants and copper and stuff, so we won't. We managed to tame the Baryonyx without me noticing. It is right here, Baryonyx number 1, 8 years old. It has a full potential training option here. I don't know what you want to call it. It can be fully trained in all types of training. Hopefully this makes for a good combat animal. It is a female. She will lay eggs, but they are not fertilized. Unless she got herself some action earlier on. I'm assuming the egg progress will stop at some point. Let's see. Information. What do you do, Baryonyx? Pack animal, no. Wildness 95%. That sounds like it's going to be a thing. Life expectancy 35. 8 out of 35 is very nice. We had a lot of time with this animal if we can keep it trained up. Damage. Armor 10, 5, so not really great. Melee DPS 8. Probably not the best. Baryonyx is more of like a grizzly bear in terms of diet, not like a tyrannosaurid or something like that. That's really, really big on the hunting. You see the crocodile like snout because it eats fish. And I should send one of my friends a screenshot here of this little Baryonyx because he would like that a lot. He loves himself some Spinosaurids. Okay, beyond that, I think we're getting our alchemical table set up here. Yeah, not all fully delivered, but they are working on it. We still have a lot of construction projects to do, so they are all in various states of disrepair. Yeah, we'll let you go do that. James, you're perfect. Go unplug this toilet. That's your job. Go fix the toilet. All right. Colin, we could put that inside. I guess that's not terribly important. Deaths. Okay, there's the first of many animal deaths from malnutrition. Yeah, they had food for a little while when they escaped their confines, and now they're going to start dying. En masse again. I'm sure hope you're not... this tree is probably getting replanted. Looks like there's... yeah, some packed dirt here probably killed it. That's fine. Why don't we go ahead and set this to not so? We'll leave those trees alone. And then, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay, Yefim's throwing a tantrum because he's a teenager. Now, in the past, I've dealt with these by following them around and repairing their damage. We're trying a new strategy with Yefim. You see, Yefim's kind of bad. Apparently so is Paul, given that he can't actually hit the boy. Stop Yefim. Yefim is the one that's bad. Yeah, he's the dunce couch potato squeamish. Don't axe James. Oh my god, spacebar is killing me. You stabbed a child with a hatchet. He's 15. That's uncalled for, James. Punch him, don't stab him. We're not savages. We punch children. Don't hack his arm off. Alright, are you quite about done? You're dying. You bit him. Don't bite the child either. What is this nonsense? Why can you... okay, thank you. Thank you. That's quite enough of you, Yefim. You guys, grown-ass men, can't handle this kid. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe you stabbed him with a hatchet. What would Erie think if she heard what you did to his poor kid? You're lucky Yefim's too dim to know what happened to him. Speaking of Erie, hey, your kid had an accident with a hatchet. You should take care of it. No, don't dress. 10. Go take care of your kid. He slipped and fell on somebody else's hatchet. That's what happened. We got a really good patty hat here. It's got mining on it, which is 107% mining speed. I mean, it's good because it's a bonus. It's above and beyond the already good hat, right? So we're giving that one to Kaori. Because if we look here in terms of plant quality, plant skill, rather, Kaori is the highest plant skill person that also mines. Actually, she's the only person... well, I guess Zippy is arguably also that. She mines first and then does plants. Yeah, it's fine. We'll give it to her. We won't worry about it too much beyond that. Please do pick it up before the animals eat that hat, though. Alright, there she comes. For some reason, Sam put that on, so now Sam has no hat. Which is unfortunate for him. Do we want to make more patty hats? Probably. Right now we're making jeans and stable hand trousers still. We got a duster way down here. Yukiko is making cloth jeans. That's stable hand trousers. I don't think we have anything else that's come out of the shop. Cloth gentleman's pants. Move speed, social impact. I'm good. Got a lot of deteriorated crappy armor and stuff taking up spots here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we finished. Oh, and there's our alchemical bench just in time. So what can we make here? We can do dyeing silk, alchemical candles, and flasks. I don't know that we want any of these right now, so we're not going to set anything up on there, but we have it. That's the big thing. Bone and steel. We did a steel bench and a bone bench. That's fine. That's fine. They're not new, they're old. Oh, and we're getting our stuff built in here. Give me crappy schoolhouse stools, please, for the school aesthetic. Perfect. We'll have to dye these to match the rest when they're all built. I'm not going to bother to do it until then. What was that about? What is that? Was you playing? What does that symbol mean? Lightly nuzzled sleepy. You nuzzled the other kid. That's weird. Do kids do that? Do kids just nuzzle each other like animals? I haven't spent much time around them, but I don't think that ever happened when I was a kid. So, one of the colony preteens might be overdosing on something. I'm not sure if are they overdosing on mana potions or are they overdosing on... They can't be overdosing on Psychite tea. Why did this kid take every drug in the colony? Why did you drink our only tea and slam our only mana potion? To be fair... Okay, to be fair, her having mana is actually not bad. Oh, chemical want. Oh, she's got chemical interest. Yeah. So the second we unforbid that mana potion, she totally picked that shit up. Yeah, rescue Lexi. We need... Somebody's missing a sidearm. Yefim, why are you missing a sidearm? Why do you not know where your gun is? Oh, he's getting it. Okay. He's going to grab it. You're crafting and social, so I think you only have the shotgun. You're grabbing the Utahraptor to go back here to get the shotgun. Sure. Eerie is rescuing Lexi. Oh, Lexi, please don't die. You're the only colonist. You should be fine, right? You're the only child. First off, you're our priest. Please don't die because you're our priest. But also, you're the only child of the Westwood lineage. We can't have Lexi Westwood die, then that she'd take the family with her unless Emma hooks back up with somebody. To be fair, Emma's still prime breeding stock, age 36. I mean, look at her. That's a fine-ass woman right there. Our friendly neighborhood Catoblepas are back. We got the first one tamed here. That, if you remember from earlier in the series, we had a decent little squad of these guys who helped us early on before they died horribly. They're useful with that petrifying gaze, so it'll be great to get these as some attack animals again. The unicorns are breeding nicely. We've got like 4 foals. We're going to need more animal beds than I have room for. Oh, they're already hauling the sheep over here like idiots. You so-and-sos, that's not what you're supposed to do. This should be for a Baryonyx, and either a Catoblepas or a unicorn that doesn't have a bed. Oh my god. No, a wild pod that doesn't have a bed. Yeah. Alpacas, devil sheep, unicorn foal. Yeah, you have a bed. We have yaks? I totally forgot we even had yaks. I would have assumed they died. Ricky? Who's Ricky? Wait, who's Ricky? We gotta go find Ricky. Baryonyx. Oh, Catoblepas 2 and 3. Okay, first off. Oh, Ricky the Wild Pod. Bonded to Sean. Why can I not... He doesn't have a master. What? He doesn't have a master. Aw, what am I supposed to do with you, Ricky? I mean, he's a baby. Maybe it's because he's a baby. Maybe when Ricky grows up, Ricky can be bonded to Sean then. Probably. Hopefully. Oh, we could check the other one, right? Because you just set it to follow. And the other one follows. There's the other Catoblepas. We'll get you set up. The other... Yeah, because the wild pod here has a master. It's just an age thing. Okay, well, let's follow the tradition we follow to the other animals. Ricky the wild pod gets to go to Area 2. You are going to live in Sean's house. Even if Sean is not bonded to you, you get to live in his house. Where does Sean live? Wasn't Sean with... Emma before, and now Sean is... Oh, Sean is this... No, that's James. Where does Sean live? Wait. Where does... Wait. Wait. Who? What? Yeah, Sean's regular person Sean. He's a regular person. He lives in a regular person place. Oh, he's over here, right? Yeah, Sean is the one who lives in the waterfront. Yes. Animal bed for your wild pod, Sean. You know what? The colony doesn't have any dogs. You gotta make do with a fungus monster. That seems reasonable. It's been a little while since we had some guests. A new group has shown up. Looks like just 5 coming in from the north there with, what? Magic ring, elephant spear, and elephant bow. Enchanted weaponry. Welcome, guests. In the event we get in a fight, you could be quite useful to us. 7th of September, Harvest Festival coming up. Not here yet. You're putting away some copper and maybe some zinc. I assume these are like 600 a pallet for these metals, so we should be able to get that zinc on there. We have a few extra pallets up here. No plans yet as to what to... Hey, how are these red? That's not right. That don't look very red to me. We can just do this and repaint everything. Make sure we get a more proper shade of brown. Yeah, we'll repaint all the desks and stools. I don't know why they're so red looking. They don't look red when they're on the paint menu. I'm not sure if there's something else weird going on there. Maybe it's an issue with them being white, being painted brown, and it makes them look red? No idea. You're hauling in an animal corpse. Good. Animal wandering away. Yeah, a sheep is wandering away because they hauled into an animal bed. That's fine. Margaret's cooking. That's good. Food's not great. We have some excess jerky. I think I'm just fine with them eating that. We might need to start doing hunting more consistently. We got a lot of rats around. We could always do the rat stick strategy again. Yeah, you know what? With the guests here too, we need to make sure we're bringing in enough food. What else can we hunt? I flagged a rhino for taming. I thought that'd be cool to add to the squad. We could go hunt some iguanas. They're better than rats, technically. We have a yak. One of our yaks died of starvation. Yak 2. Is that all we have is one yak left? If all we have is a male yak, I think we're going to kill him. Because we certainly don't want to drink a male yak's milk. That'd be a little desperate. Yeah, alright. Yak, you're done, my friend. Sorry, buddy. Execute you. You're no longer a viable breeding pair of yaks, therefore you are no use to me. Chickens. We got one chick. We got one single surviving chick right now, since we kept slaughtering the adults. I don't know how we got a single chick, to be honest. That's rather surprising. We had like just one viable egg that managed to hang out somehow. We have a hare in here? Hunt this hare. I don't want it to eat my food. They'll probably shoot 1,000 animals on the way to shoot the hare, but honestly, if a few devil sheep die in the crossfire, it doesn't matter. Margaret gave birth to Rebecca, and she's still cooking. She just squeezed her right out and called it a day. Excellent stuff. Rebecca Hearn. 10 shooting, double passion construction, double passion animals, medical. Golomancer, Drunken Master, Nervous. Well, it's a backup Golomancer at least. Welcome, Rebecca. What is the crib situation? The crib situation is that we have an unmanned crib just sitting in here. Rebecca, this is yours. Somebody will be along shortly to rescue you. And yeah, we got another kid coming for Erie as well. We should make sure we put a crib in her mage tower to handle her inbound infant. We'll just toss it. How about over here? All right. Well, I'm going to set up the work priorities for the new baby, and that's probably Margaret collapsing after giving birth. Well, we have an escaped convict named Katya that wants to join. On the one hand, this is probably a mime, right? This many people, like our population that we want or whatever in the storyteller settings, I think is like 40 people. But I still don't think it's going to send us a wanderer when we're over 20 or whatever this is. So I'm guessing a mime. But on the other hand, it's a female? And who are we to turn somebody away? 24, bite scars on the arm. Undergrounder, thick-skinned, steadfast. Please don't be a mime. Please, please, please be a real boy. Girl, but, you know, please be a real boy. This is a great set of traits. Undergrounder is like whatever, but steadfast, thick skin, yes, please. Animals and mining, great stuff. I never set our work priorities on our new baby. I totally forgot. Let's make sure we set her up. Now, if she's a mime, she'll take clothes with her, won't she? When she transforms. What we could do is we could set her to be like a nudist temporarily. We could also just try to figure out if she's a mime. There's supposed to be an eating stat you can see, or something like that. Metabolism that like lets you know basically that they're a mime. Katya Ramirez, you're gonna get renamed. Can we possibly know if you're a mime? What do we do with that information? Just shoot her dead? Animals learning factor. ID legend, yes, that's right. Diet, hunger rate 1.6. Hunger rate 1.84. 1.6 and then lactating. She might be real. Unless that's been concealed to make the mimes not cheesed as much. We're going to assume Katya is a real person. I never have verified a mime before they turn. This is really the first time I've been suspicious of somebody for being a mime. You can go to the end of the line, please. And you're in our ID legend already. Further suspicion there. You have a grandnephew. If you have family, surely you can't be a mime, right? I don't know if that's true. God, 24 too. She's like perfect for hooking up with somebody in the colony. She even brought a hatchet with her. High tier. You don't need a hatchet, my girl, though. You need a gun and a mining pick. I don't think we have a pick for you. Let's find you a gun. Ranged weapons. Sort DPS over accuracy, please. What do we got? That's the wrong direction. We've got a pile of double-barrel shotguns. We've already got a lot of double-barrel shotguns in rotation, though. Well, that's not right. This pistol should be... Oh, yes, because Margaret was downed. Yeah, re-equipping a sidearm. Equip volcanic pistol. Is sidearm. That should be fine. Okay, so that's why that was there. Double action revolver pour. Where did that come from? I think we dropped that off of somebody. I think that happened. Let's give Katya that weapon. And we'll try to get her a mining pick at some point. We could see if we have a hand-me-down mining pick, or we could re-enable the furnace and put one out that way. We should probably also give her maybe some jeans. Well, we got jeans coming. We got jeans are plus plant and plus mine work skill. We put them on 2 people so far who are both plants and mining. Why don't we go ahead and toggle this, or not toggle this, but let's refuel this. Let's make some more tools. We got some metals we can use that for. That'll be perfectly fine. Katya's gonna need a bed. Temporarily, she can bunk in here. We'll build her some sort of house. Katya is an undergrounder. She should have a mountain house. Was Colin an undergrounder or was he just mountain lover? He's a mountain lover. We're not going to take his house away, but there's an argument for something like that. What if we put Katia? Ooh, we're going to put Katia in the mine shaft. She's going to have a house that's literally inside the mine, like near the rails or with the rails or something like that. I don't know how I'm going to build it yet. I have to plan that out. But that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. We can do another heal to try and finish up the marine repairs here on Bills. Did you do it? Purify. Please. Hey, it does work. Okay, so yeah, that's what it was. He had like a 1.2 damage scar. We healed 1 point and went to 0.2. Great. Thank you, Bills. Thank you, Lexi. Good stuff. Still high on arcane power, huh? That's all right. What do we want to do here with our points? Bestow might, physical capacity, physical demand, pain reduction. Probably good for like boosting a melee tank. Not gonna do it. Resurrection Master Scroll. High argument for doing that. Probably want Lexi to reach adulthood before we start to push that kind of stuff. Do we want to keep pushing Purify? Level 3 is brain, heart, and paralysis conditions. Drug is any addiction, including Luciferium. Wow. Actually, that's incredibly powerful, because then you could use Luciferium for combat situations and just cure the addiction afterwards. Kind of wild. Mana reduction here on Purity/Purify actually seems viable. And then this is each skill point overcome, blah, blah, blah. Increases the effectiveness of overcoming a drug addiction. I mean, nobody's addicted right now. Why don't we go ahead and do this and this? I think that's good. All right, thank you, Lexi. Our little baby Rebecca here, I don't remember if we ever looked at her spells. She's got brand protection. Wait. Are these are different brands? Are the brands like randomized? How does this work? Where's her father? All the way down here. Brand vitality, brand siphon. Do you just get like 2 random brands? Is that how that works? That actually makes this way more interesting. Brand awareness, place another pawn, increase their vision, hearing, speaking, and intellect. Interesting. Brand protection. Absorb attacks. Oh, intriguing. Let's do awareness on a primary researcher, maybe. That might make a difference there. Yeah, awareness Poppy. Why not? Colonist needs rescue. Rebecca. Yeah, that's right. You're a fetus. I can't have you go doing magic in the field. You can't even walk yet. My bad, baby. I forgot that as with every new colonist that enters the colony, we rename them to my randomized name list for more of an old Western vibe. So, Katia Ramirez has been renamed Cassidy Cope. And that's who she is now. So, update your spreadsheets. Emma is out here hunting an iguanodon with a whip. Or an iguana, not an iguanodon. That'd be a different thing. An iguana. A regular iguana, not a dinosaur. This is ridiculous. This is silly. Oh my god. You shattered its nose, destroyed its kidney, and it's got stabs from a whip? Is that a barbed whip? What are you doing? But seriously. Put it out of its misery. Yeah, there you go. You can haul that back for us. Why are you going to go get on the Baryonyx before you haul that back? That's silly. The animals are having nice overturn here of starvation-triggered deaths, as you can see. The population is far too large. I actually slaughtered like 8 of them directly. Maybe 10 even, but obviously it makes no dent with the rate they reproduce. And starvation really is the only thing that keeps a check on their numbers. We finished steam power, so that might be quite the gain for us. Let's take a look here. Right now, we can't progress from that quite yet. We need to do lens cutting. Artificer's Mask, Ruby, and Sapphire lenses. We'll knock that out real quick. Let's see what we can do here with steam power. So, we're still working on this. We don't have the silk. Steam pipe, steam collector. Steam boiler. Steam accumulator. Oh, okay, this is multi-tiered. Steam gauge. Radiator. Clock making table. Yeah, then this is all. Steam forge. A large workstation for assembling gears, springs, lenses, and other components from mechanical devices. Right. Okay. Why did I make this out of wood? Oh, I should have made a bone alchemical table. I'm sure I could have. Steam research bench. Next advanced steam powered projects. Okay, cool. We got an alternate research bench. We can work on putting that in at some point. Bronze, brass gears, brass pistons, and steel spring. Brass gears. Accumulator and collector needs riveted leather. This is complex. There's a lot of stuff. I'm assuming then we need... Wait, how do we even start? I guess the clockmaking table. We'll make that out of bone. That can go in the machine shop. The machine shop is super cramped. But it kind of fits like a laboratory vibe, kind of a ramshackle, you know, sloppy, jury-rigged, steampunky shop vibe. So, I mean, that's probably fine. Yeah, we'll get this clock-making table and see what that tells us. And go from there. We'll try to figure out how this whole steam thing works. Having a steam power setup would be pretty cool, I think. We're getting good progress down here on what's going to become our Cassidy's bedroom. Since she's an undergrounder, she's going to live in a mine shaft. So we're currently smoothing. Let's go ahead and toss in home zone. That way this gets cleaned. The door can get repaired, etc. This is where her bedroom area is basically going to be. It's just going to be kind of a open plan mine shaft thing going on here. Let's make sure none of this ends up under the mountain. Oops. Okay. Well, we caught that before it got too far. We'll just patch that back in. And then we're going to have to improvise. We could still fit a bed. Bed, end table. Put a dresser in somewhere else. Bed, end table, dresser. Let's do this. Mine those two tiles out to put another piece of furniture in. We fill that back in. This gets smoothed. And let's smooth the floors. Smooth. Is it just orders smooth? Not floor smooth? It is. Even though I already did that earlier, I've forgotten it entirely. Alright. Shit. And then this went back to smoothing it instead of mine. Okay. So that gets the bedroom in there. We might need more tiles for her. We should give her like a table and a chair at least. Why don't we also mine this out? Expand that a little bit. Alright, well that'll work. That'll do. Speaking of that'll do, somebody want to kill some rats for me? Neither of you are really equipped to just instigate rats. I don't really want to deal with scratches. Well, I guess we don't really need to kill rats if the sheep keep dying, like 3 a day. That has the same effect. Alright, well why don't we call this episode complete? I have been mining out some other stuff, so I guess I'll be a liar when I say we'll call this episode complete. I mean, we will, but I've been mining out some extra zinc, copper. That's saltpeter, which we don't actually have any of yet. Can we put it on a pallet? No. Can we toss it outside in a pile with the bronze? Wait, what? What's it called? Niter. Oh, okay. Or nitra? Like nitrogen? which is not O, not an E. I know how I have a chemistry background. Not like a strong, like, not like I have a college level chemistry background. I took a minor in chemistry. So I know how to spell nitrogen.